Joe Gatto, a beloved comedian and actor, gained fame as one of the founding members of the comedy troupe The Tenderloins, which created the hit TV show Impractical Jokers. The show, which features the members challenging each other to perform public pranks, premiered on True TV in 2011 and quickly became a fan favorite. Beyond the laughter and fun on the screens, there have been some instances where things went wrong behind the scenes, leading to the exit of Joe from the show. So, what really happened to Joe Gatto from Impractical Jokers? This question has been on the minds of fans around the world ever since his sudden and unexpected departure from the hit show. Luckily, we have pieced together the facts, and you might want to sit tight and follow the story as it develops. Let's begin. Joe Gatto was born on June 5, 1976, in Staten Island, New York. Growing up in a tight-knit Italian-American family, Joe learned early on the importance of humor and connection. His childhood was filled with laughter, often sparked by his quick wit and love for making others smile. But Joe's life wasn't always filled with laughter and joy. He faced his fair share of challenges and hardships, which would later shape him into the resilient and driven individual we know today. During his school years, Joe attended Monsignor Farrell High School, where he first met the future stars of Impractical Jokers, James Murray, Brian Quinn, and Sal Vulcano. It was here in the halls of their high school that the foundation of a lifelong friendship and an unstoppable comedy troupe was laid. The boys bonded over their shared sense of humor, pulling pranks and making each other laugh at every opportunity. Little did they know, these high school antics would one day blossom into a career that would captivate millions. Life being what it is, they got separated after high school, as each decided to pursue things they believed in. But eventually, they will find their way back together, forming one of the greatest bonds that we have ever seen. On his path, Joe decided to advance his education and went further to a higher institution. After high school, Joe went on to study at LIU Post, earning a degree in accounting. But his passion for comedy never waned. Balancing his studies with his love for making people laugh, Joe was able to find his way back to his clique and, along with his friends, formed The Tenderloins in 1999. This comedy troupe, consisting of Joe, Murr, Q, and Sal, began performing improvised and sketch comedy in New York City, quickly gaining a loyal following. Their chemistry was undeniable, and their unique brand of humor set them apart from the rest. Joe Gatto and his friends, members of the comedy group The Tenderloins, achieved significant recognition with their unique brand of humor. The group won the $100,000 grand prize in NBC's It's Your Show competition in 2007. This win was a pivotal moment for the Tenderloins, as it provided them with not only financial support, but also a platform to further their comedy career. The success of the competition helped them gain momentum, eventually leading to the creation of their hit TV show, Impractical Jokers, which premiered in 2011 and brought them widespread fame. No matter what the condition was, they never failed to put themselves out there for their audience, and this was the unique touch that contributed to the overall success of the group. They started to think outside the box, looking for more opportunities that would let them shine with their skills. So, in 2011, the Tenderloins decided to take a leap of faith and pitched their idea for a hidden camera show to True TV. This show, of course, was Impractical Jokers. The premise was simple yet brilliant. 4 lifelong friends challenging each other to the most outrageous dares and pranks, all captured on hidden cameras. What made the show truly special was the genuine camaraderie and infectious laughter shared by Joe, Murr, Q, and Sal. Audiences couldn't get enough, and Impractical Jokers quickly became a runaway success. Luckily for the group, the producers at TRU-TV bought the idea and gave them the platform. In no time, the show gathered a remarkable number of followers and was well ahead on its way to becoming one of the most watched shows on True TV. It was a content that was suitable for all and was a good way for the family to sit together and cool off after a hectic day. With each passing season, Impractical Jokers grew in popularity, drawing in millions of viewers from around the world. Joe's larger-than-life personality and fearless approach to the challenges made him a fan favorite. Whether he was crashing a wedding, posing as a fashionista, or awkwardly interacting with strangers, Joe's antics never failed to entertain. The show's success led to live tours, merchandise, and even a feature film, cementing the Joker's status as comedy icons. Here is the thing with shows like Impractical Jokers. Each character brings a unique touch that helps in the overall success of the show. It was basically like a car with four wheels. The absence of one causes a remarkable imbalance. This turned out to be the case with Impractical Jokers. Just as the show was at the height of its success, fans were blindsided by shocking news. In December 2021, Joe Gatto announced that he would be stepping away from the show. The announcement came as a complete surprise, leaving fans and fellow Jokers alike in disbelief. Maybe his co-hosts might have seen it coming, but Joe's exit took all their fans by surprise. The media was awash with fans expressing their disbelief and also showing concerns about what would be the fate of the show they have all come to love. In the usual fashion, little to no detail was made publicly available as the reason why Joe decided to leave the show. This prepared the ground for speculations, and many were of the opinion that something might have gone wrong with the group. Joe cited personal reasons for his departure, mentioning his need to focus on family and personal matters. The news was met with an outpouring of support and well wishes from fans, but he left a lingering question that many are still waiting for a response to, which is, what really happened to Joe Gatto? We might never know the real reason behind his exit, but it's certain that he wasn't tired of being on television, as was proven by his later endeavors. Joe's departure left a significant void in Impractical Jokers. His unique brand of humor and fearless approach to challenges were irreplaceable, and the remaining Jokers struggled to fill the gap. The chemistry that had been the cornerstone of the show's success was suddenly off balance, and fans couldn't help but notice the change. Despite their best efforts, Murr, Q, and Sal found it challenging to recapture the magic that Joe brought to the group. There wasn't a single permanent replacement for Joe Gatto on Impractical Jokers. After his departure in December 2021, the show opted for a different approach in Season 10. One of these was the adoption of guest stars on the show. When the show Season 10 of the show premiered, they acknowledged the change with a bang. For the first episode, they brought in comedian Eric Andre, known for his outrageous humor on The Eric Andre Show. This was a one-time guest spot, likely a way to test the waters and generate buzz. Season 10 continued with a rotating cast of celebrity guest stars. This included a mix of comedic personalities and those with a connection to the show's Staten Island roots, like rapper Method Man and Saturday Night Live's Colin Jost. Some notable names included wrestler Chris Jericho, actress Brooke Shields, and comedian David Cross. Some fans might wonder why the hosts decided to go for guest appearances instead of outrightly replacing Joe. Well, there could be a series of reasons behind this decision, which could all be centered around maintaining the show's grip on the audience. Replacing a core member after 9 seasons is a tricky proposition. The show's dynamic is built on the specific chemistry between the 4 Jokers. Guest stars allowed them to experiment without drastically altering the show's core identity, giving them time to find the right approach to solving the problem. Perhaps the remaining Jokers, James Murray, Brian Quinn, and Sal Vulcano, needed time to adjust to the change and figure out the show's future direction. Guest stars provided flexibility during this transitional period. This was also room for them to seek out new perspectives that could help the show grow. Having new faces around could inject fresh energy and humor into the show's challenges. The guest star format received mixed reviews. Some fans appreciated the novelty and enjoyed seeing celebrities squirm under the pressure of the challenges. Others felt it lacked the established camaraderie between the original 4. Many expressed a desire for a permanent replacement to allow a new dynamic to develop. As of June 2024, there haven't been any official announcements about subsequent seasons. The show's creators might continue with guest stars, choose a permanent replacement, or even decide to end the show. Joe Gatto's contributions to Impractical Jokers are undeniable. His nervous energy and deadpan delivery were a key ingredient in the show's success. While the show continues without him, his presence will undoubtedly be missed by many fans. Impractical Jokers was at a crossroads with his exit, but have managed to keep things together over the years. The remaining cast had a difficult decision to make. They faced finding a permanent replacement and risk altering the show's core dynamic, or moving ahead with guest stars, potentially sacrificing the established group chemistry. Luckily, they have been able to pull through, dishing out new content to keep the viewers engaged. After leaving Impractical Jokers, Joe didn't disappear from the public eye. In fact, he embarked on new ventures that showcased his versatility and creativity. Joe launched his own podcast, Two Cool Moms, with comedian Steve Byrne, where the duo offered humorous parenting advice and shared personal stories. The podcast quickly gained a dedicated following, proving that Joe's comedic charm extended beyond the realm of hidden camera pranks. The show takes a comedic spin on everyday situations, often through the lens of parenthood. Imagine dads trying to dispense mom wisdom on topics like dealing with tantrums or navigating school plays. This unexpected perspective leads to plenty of laughs. In addition to his podcast, Joe explored various other projects, including charity work and writing. His passion for animals led him to support numerous animal rescue organizations, using his platform to raise awareness and funds for a cause close to his heart. Joe's departure from Impractical Jokers didn't signify an end to his career. Rather, it marked a new beginning, filled with opportunities to connect with his audience in different and meaningful ways. Outside taking care of his career and the trouble and controversies that came with it, Joe had other interests that formed a major part of his life. Beyond his public persona, Joe's personal life, especially his relationship with his wife Bessie Gatto, has been of interest to many fans. We've taken a detailed look into Joe Gatto's relationship with Bessie, their family life, their charitable endeavors, and the events leading up to their separation. Yes, sadly, Joe and Bessie had to go their separate ways at some point, due to some personal issues, but they managed to look after their children regardless. Joe Gatto met Bessie at a time when Impractical Jokers had not yet become as popular as it is today. The couple married on September 2, 2013. Their relationship was often highlighted on Joe's social media accounts, where he frequently posted about their life together, celebrating anniversaries, and expressing his love and appreciation for Bessie. Joe and Bessie Gatto have 2 children together. Their first child, a daughter named Milana Frances Gatto, was born on May 7, 2015. Joe often shared adorable photos and videos of Milana, showcasing his affection for her and his joy in fatherhood. Their second child, a son named Remington Joseph Gatto, was born on July 31, 2017. Joe's social media accounts continued to highlight family moments, showing that despite his busy career, he prioritized spending quality time with his children. Sadly, after just about 8 years, they got separated but later found their way back. No one is sure if this had anything to do with Joe's focus on his career, but we hope to get more insight into this soon. Joe and Bessie were not only partners in life, but also in their philanthropic efforts. Together, they founded several charitable initiatives. One of such initiatives was the Gatto Pups and Friends. This was one of their most prominent endeavors and was a charity aimed at rescuing and finding homes for dogs. Both Joe and Bessie are avid animal lovers, and this initiative reflected their passion for animal welfare. They often used their social media platforms to promote adoption events and to raise awareness about the importance of rescuing animals. Not many people know this, but Joe faced some problems with bullies when he was younger. So, at the moment he found himself in a position to help others in similar situations, Joe has been vocal about his experiences with bullying during his childhood. He and Bessie supported several anti-bullying campaigns, using their platform to spread messages of kindness and support for those who have been bullied. The couple also participated in fundraising events for a variety of noble causes, including children's hospitals, cancer research, and educational programs. The massive followers that they have on their socials have been used to this advantage. Their commitment to giving back to the community was evident in their consistent efforts to support those in need. The announcement of Joe and Bessie's separation came as a shock to many fans. Joe announced their decision to part ways on December 31, 2021, the same day he announced his departure from Impractical Jokers. Joe took to Instagram to share the news, emphasizing that the decision was amicable and that their focus would remain on co-parenting their children. The reasons behind this decision weren't made public, giving room for certain speculations that sought to explain things. One of these speculations has it that Joe's demanding schedule with Impractical Jokers and his other professional commitments may have contributed to strains in their relationship. The pressures of fame and the constant travel required for the show likely took a toll on their marriage. Also, sometimes people tend to outgrow each other. Over time, both Joe and Bessie may have experienced personal growth and changes that led them to reassess their relationship. It's not uncommon for couples to grow apart as they evolve individually. The good thing was, despite their separation, both Joe and Bessie expressed a commitment to maintaining a strong family dynamic for the sake of their children. They have continued to co-parent Milana and Remington, ensuring that their separation does not adversely affect their children's well-being. Post-separation, Joe and Bessie have both remained dedicated to their children and their respective careers. Joe announced his departure from Impractical Jokers shortly after the separation news, indicating a desire to focus more on his family and personal life. In his announcement about leaving the show, Joe mentioned that he needed to step away to be more present for his children. His decision underscored his commitment to family, especially during a time of significant transition. Bessie has continued her involvement in charitable activities and has been active on social media, sharing updates about her life and children. She remained a passionate advocate for animal welfare and other causes close to her heart. Joe and Bessie Gatto's relationship was marked by love, partnership, and a shared commitment to philanthropy. Despite their separation, they both maintained a focus on their children and continued to contribute positively to their communities. Their journey highlights the complexities of balancing personal and professional life and the importance of prioritizing family amidst changes. Luckily for the couple and the whole family, Joe's and Bessie's commitment to their marriage had one last fight in it. Pushed by the bond they have shared over the years, they were able to work things out and got back together about 2 years after the separation. This was a testament to their love and commitment. In other news, Joe's absence from Impractical Jokers was deeply felt by his co-hosts. In interviews, Murr, Q, and Sal have spoken candidly about the challenges of continuing the show without Joe. They reminisced about the countless memories they shared both on and off camera and expressed their gratitude for Joe's contributions to their journey. While they respected his decision to step away, they acknowledged that replacing Joe was no easy task. As Impractical Jokers continues to entertain audiences, the legacy of Joe Gatto remains an integral part of the show's history. The remaining Jokers have introduced new elements and guests to keep the show fresh and exciting, but Joe's influence is unmistakable. Fans continue to celebrate his contributions, eagerly following his new ventures and supporting his endeavors. Joe Gatto's journey from a young prankster in Staten Island to a beloved television star is a testament to his talent, resilience, and unyielding spirit. His sudden departure from Impractical Jokers may have left fans with questions, but it also opened the door to new adventures and opportunities. Joe's story is far from over, and his impact on the world of comedy and beyond will be felt for years to come. Thank you for joining us as we explored the captivating story of Joe Gatto. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more deep dives into the lives of your favorite stars. We will see you in the next video.